And with that, I should be live. Hello, everyone. So basically, Labs OBS. Now let me see if it's streaming here. Connecting streaming software, connection excellent. Whatever it is. Okay, so anyway, I'm here in the Undead Purgatory. I forgot something rather important. Tiji Gren,
Well, what have you...
this gentleman here, he sells you some pretty good shit if you decide to join his covenant. He sells 3 moderately powerful pyromancies.
I know the
Bought a
way.
copy of all 3. So, yeah. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the doors of Pharaohs. But first, I'm going to go back to Majula, and I forgot to get all the stuff there, so let me just do that. I don't know why I'm going back to Majula, but I'm just using the things for Twix, but things for Twix. Hopefully I can get another copy of the Old Whip. That'll come in a lot of handy against some of the bosses in this game, since it, for whatever reason, deals bonus damage to hollows, so you know. That's good. So anyway, thankfully the backup save that I found wasn't that far away from where I was last time. The backup save that I started from was just basically right at the start of the old Iron Keep, so all I had to do was just venture all the way over to where the Smelter Demon was, kill him. I was worried for a minute, I thought my skin looked green. Anyway... where's my... So basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break the Suntier Spear. And I'm going to get my stats up to the point where I can actually... So let's go talk to these two. As you see here, the Suntier Spear still has the head in. So let's break it. Let's also give these guys some smooth and silkies. Let's see. Didn't mean to leave. Oh well. So what you do is you leave 1. 2. What's important if you have multiple of the smooth and silky stones is to leave them 1 at a time. Because if you leave them like more than once, if you leave multiple in a bunch, then the game will freak out and think that you're giving them a different item than what they want, so they're just gonna say, that's not smooth, that's not silky, even though you gave them the exact thing they wanted. Petrified Dragon Bone, and Old Whip, nice, I got another copy of that. If you excuse me for a moment, I'm going to, collapse the game and save this file to my backup. So I'm just gonna do that. The way you do that on a computer is you go to the file manager, and then you go to the main drive that your operating system's saved on. Since I'm on Windows, that would be the C drive. And then from there you go to users. Take a minute to see that OBS is... Okay, yes, OBS is only collecting Dark Souls. Then you go to whichever one of these has your name. So you go to users, username, and then you go down to app data, go to roaming, and then you go to Dark Souls 2, and then you go into this folder that just has a random, seemingly random series of numbers and letters. Then you go to the save file, you select the save file, in this case it's ds2 SOFS 00000.sl2. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go over to the disk and to another hard drive where I have these saved. So yeah, now we go to LP backup, preferred, current save. I'll just put that here. Paste, and there we go. Honestly, when it comes to games like this, I personally condone the use of save scrubbing and save file reloads if things go hairy. Mainly because it's a game. Unless this was like an esports game where that kind of thing would be tantamount to hacking, then I can understand why, but it's just a Dark Souls 2, then... Anyway, if it's just a game like this that you're playing for fun, then go on ahead. Like, Go crazy with the save file manipulation. Save, back up, do all that crazy shit. Hell, even do save file editing. I don't care. Only the witch does it, and the crazy hacking that she does proves to be an asset to the community as a whole. As Miss Frizzle said, life is about experimenting. Go out there, make mistakes, get messy. Anyway. It would be much easier to do if I had more dexterity. So I'm gonna go over to the Emerald Herald, I'm gonna level up twice, I'm gonna put like 4 points into dexterity. So to do that, let me pop all these consumable souls. Might as well also pop the soul of the Lost Sinner. Just because I plan on fighting her a second time. I found out that in the old Iron Keep, there's a section where you can... It's near the bridge where that Iron Knight shows up. You can basically run over there, like jump across some platforms that are covered in flaming debris. And if you do that, I seriously recommend having the Pyromancy Flash Sweat on, along with the Flame Quartz Ring you can get from Rosabeth, along with the along with gear that has excellent fire resist. In my case, the gear with the most fire resist would be the Hexer set. It even has better fire resistance than the old Iron... I mean, not old Iron Knights, than the Iron Knight set.
Bear, see, less.
I mean, not old Iron Knights, I mean the Lawn Knight set. So anyway, for this, I need 4 more points in dexterity. Could put 2 more points into strength, and there we go, 22 each, that's pretty good. Now I can use this thing perfectly. Well, anyway, now I'm gonna break this properly. I guess by leveling up it healed me completely. So yeah, when it comes to breaking the Sontir Spear, my recommendation would be to break them against the crows. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. Yes, I believe I went the wrong way. Where's the end of the... We're not the end of the British ship. Doesn't leave. Oh god, I'm getting turned around. I believe it's up and over. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's the strangely Ionic cave opening. The Twix. Oh, and I fell into the water. Oh, well, that was awkward. I didn't see where I was going. Time to regain my souls. Now I have enough souls needed to wield the Sontir Spear properly, and the, what is it called? Grand Lance properly, if I wanted to. Case in point, here's the Grand Lance. I have 22 strength, 18 dexterity. The reason why I won 22 for both strength and dexterity for this guy is because the Sontir Spear needs 22 dexterity to utilize. Basically, the amount of dexterity and the amount of strength you need to use either the Sontir Spear or the Grand Lance are reciprocal. You need the amount of strength needed to use the Sontir Spear as you need the amount of dex needed to use the lance.
You! Give us food! Yes, you! Give us Silky!
So anyway, the best way to break this spear is to just go ham on these crows. I'm gonna put on the Quarantine Ring +1 and the Blossom Shield, just that my stamina increases all the faster. Easiest way to do this is to just spam heavy attack into where the crows are. I think the reason why is because the crows don't have a clipping barrier on them, so your weapon phases through where their models would be. Since we can't see them, I'm guessing their models are right on top of the nest. And since the models for the crows would be right on top of the nest, and they're completely intangible, so you can't hurt them, your weapon still phases through them, and I'm guessing since it phases through them multiple times, it deals a shit ton of durability damage to a weapon. Like, I mean, look at this. This thing has 500 durability, now it's at 345. Let's do a normal Albert spin attack into the crows. Let's see how much that deducts. 311, okay, that was weird. Do that properly. Now it's at 301. As you see there, smacking the crows and also smacking the wall while smacking the crows just deals a ton of damage, because I think this spear is hitting like 5 different things at once.
You, give us smooth.
Smart. And the main reason why you want to break the Sun Tier Spear is because its normal damage is crap while it has the statue head embedded in it. Sometimes I wonder if it's hitting the crows that does this, or if it's because you're hitting the wood. Maybe it's because you're hitting the wood along with the crows, so it's like... I seriously think that it's because you're hitting like 5 different things. You're hitting the crows, you're hitting the nest, you're hitting the tree. It wouldn't surprise me if that was causing this to break. Well, anyway. Just do this until the spear breaks, and then you have access to one of the best weapons in the game. The main reason why the Santir Spear, when broken, is the best is because, like I showed you last time, it has the moveset, like 5 different weapons inside of it. It has the moveset of a spear, a lance, a twin blade, a halberd. What's at risk? Now we just need to attack this time, so it's great. Almost there. There we go, now it has broken. And the good thing about now with this thing being broken, is that now it has the moveset of its twin blade, along with a halberd and a spear and all that wonderful other crazy shit. Well, I'm gonna light all these sconces. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these souls. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop a fragrant branch. We go over here, where those basilisks are. Also want to swap this for my pyromancy flame. Let's go with Old Faithful. Use Brave Branch on this dude. Knock him the shit out. Like all of our enemies that you hit with Fragrant Branch, he will be immediately hostile towards us for some reason. Conflict, some dragon shield. That's what's going on. Well, anyway. For these guys, I would recommend putting on equipment that allows you to just farm, like, that increases your luck like crazy. I'm talking about, like, Twin Dragon Shield. Twin Dragon Shield is honestly the best type of equipment if you want to farm enemies and stuff. And I think it not only adds to your item find stat, raw stone, that's good, but it also just adds... It not only adds to the percentage increase gain to your luck stat, like base amount plus like 25%, but I think it also increases the full amount of it. Fire flame on here. Take out these guys. Good thing about pyromancies is it doesn't scale off of any individual stat, but the fire like damage as a whole does scale moderate. It does like increase with your intelligence and faith. Casually avoid that bastard. Punch him in the face a few times with my pyro glove. Now I'm gonna go across here. game, that'll be it. Go around here, kick this tree, and utilize it like a bridge. Put Fire Flame on my offhand. Having bow on the main hand. Whip set bow. Snipe that fat bastard. He is quite fabulous, I will say that. I call these guys fat bastards. I mean fat P-H-A-T and not F-A-T. Because these guys are fabulous. Look at them. Look at them moxing. They don't care. They don't give a shit that this hollow is trying to murder them. Okay, down he goes. Do the same thing with the other ogre. Shoot him in the face with archery equipment. He's out. And now I think from here on out the only threat in this area is the pursuer, so I have this on. I don't think there's a third ogre. No, there isn't. But there is a pursuer. Not like other run-ins with the pursuer, just artfully dodge out of the way of his attacks, poke him when necessary. Utilize parries if you want to, but I suck at parrying, so I'm just gonna stick to this. Down goes the pursuer. I'm not wearing any equipment increasing my soul drop. That's fine. Here's the sex change coffin. If you go into it and come out, you will come out as a woman, as I showed before. I've shown you before, so yeah. I'm gonna light all these sconces now. I'm gonna leave that one there purposefully empty. I'm gonna leave that one over here purposefully empty by the first one. And let's go. Colors in the area. Much better if I with this thing. Fire longsword is a very good weapon to find early on. Excellent for any build. If you have a magic-based build, the fire increase works well for that. If you just have a normal physical-based build, I mean, although the fire damage stat doesn't scale as well, at the very least it works. I think you have damage vulnerability when you're lighting the sconce, like you would when you're opening the doors. There is. Down here where the pros are. Drop down to the platform. Hold me with Folger, like a sconce. Right there. The sconce. Over here. This is another area where they explain to you what the doing a running long jump. Basically, from here you do a running long jump over to this platform, come over to this body holding an item, and you find 2 amber herbs, which would come in handy if you're a caster. Get back, you just do another running long jump. The game has it set so in order to do a running long jump, it's done with the left trigger, as opposed to being done with the B button. But I prefer having it done with the B button. I feel like that gives you more control over it. So, the responses here. No, looks like it was there. Go across here to this bridge that like gives you a little inkling as to what's on that area with basilisks. The response over here. Maybe the whole point of this was to use this area to snipe the basilisks if you had access to archery equipment. Anyway, another response here. And by the way, this section where the basilisks are is an excellent place to farm for elemental infusion stones. Okay, we go up here. Does not seem to be one anywhere around here, but there is one outside. Yep, there's a sconce outside. These are lights up all the ones around here. Up here, this one here by the crows. And this one here, and I believe that lights all. Unless it was missed, which there is one that I missed all the way there at the exit. Now if we light this one, it should light all of them and summon that phantom. Yes, it does. It summons a red phantom, as you saw there in that puff of smoke. That red phantom, if you beat him, he will drop for you a petrified something. And as you can see, he's not particularly powerful. He drops petrified something. So why don't we go drop this off at the crows and see what kind of crazy tracked out weapon they give us. Or upgrade material. Could be upgrade material. Inventory.
Give it smooth.
Keep this.
Yeah. Yay!
That's for Dragon Bone, that's good.
Pew. Yay!
Honestly, I would rather have one of the weird-ass weapons, but Petrified Dragon Bone is good too. Now I'm going to show you where those items were in the old iron. In order to properly do this, let's go back to the bonfire there. Let's take a look at how my stats are at the moment. 23, 23. That means that I have 22 each. Do I have any spices? I have some skeptic spice. Wouldn't mind having some more simpleton spice to use on those hexes. But anyway. So basically I'll show you what's in that section of the old iron keep. You start over here. And what I heavily recommend you do is equip gear that has the highest fire resist that you can find. In my case, that would be the Hexer set. The Blonde Knight set has pretty damn good fire resist also, but honestly it's small potatoes compared to the Hexer set. Do not use Iron Flesh, because utilizing Iron Flesh will actually decrease. I believe Iron Flesh decreases your fire and lightning resist. Anyway, this way I want to go. Okay. Let's equip the Flame Quartz Ring. Maybe equip some Orange Burrs if I have any. The Flame Quartz Ring is sold by Rosabeth, but you can also find a +1 variant in Majula where the Salamanders are. Okay. Jump. Jump. Heal. Jump. Or miss. I didn't have enough momentum. So I somersaulted into the molten metal. That's kind of funny. Okay. Not the end of the world, we just try to get those souls back. Hopefully I don't roll into the lava a second time. Because, you know, that would suck. That would really suck. Rebel's Great Shield also has exceptional fire resist. 75 fire resist on the Twin Dragon Shield is nothing to sneeze at either. Oh, anyway. Flash Sweat. Well. 16k souls down the drain, what can you do? Just double check, would that be enough to level up? It would have been enough for exactly one level up. Oh well. Or at least my soul memory is now high enough for me to reach Strangley Castle. What I was trying to do was sprint off, but I didn't get enough momentum. Oh well. 16k souls down the drain. Not the end of the world, I can easily farm that up by killing bosses. Okay. Heal. Jump. Sprint and jump. And this is what I want to show you. On this body, you get 1 Simpleton Spice and 3 Bonfire Aesthetics. Ah well. 16k souls really aren't that much. I can get that amount through normal fighting any day. Honestly, I think it's kind of funny. Anyway, I'm gonna go down to Sildora. In order to reach Sildora, you need to go through Gurm's Respite. And, the Doors of Pharos, I'll go through the area properly another time, but for right now, all I want to do is go back over to my spell attunement. Let's just put on a whole ton of ranged pyromancy. Pyromancy is to use at enemies in a group. And Toxic Mist to use on the that guy there. Kind of funny though. I mean, if I just lost 16k souls, oh well. I don't care right now because I can farm them out easily. Also, when you're in the Doors of Pharos proper and you don't have the Rat Covenant equipped, all of the enemies here are hostile towards you, as opposed to if you had the Rat Covenant equipped, then only the enemies here in this starting area would be hostile towards you. By enemies in this outer area, I mean the Gurm who managed to kill me with twice with that weapon. Oh well. For my soul memory, I'm gonna try to keep it at like 1.5 million. So. Once it comes to trying to get healing items, I'll just try to get them through, Thankfully, longsword pokes are still viable. Especially since poking with a weapon completely wrecks their port. Oh, that's good. Okay. So, up here we're gonna find Godlon. Let's sell him some stuff. Don't know if I'm going to need 2 nail breakers. So let's do that. That's it for the weapons. And the armor, I have tons of extra copies of stuff. So let's just sell all that. For the Alon Knight side, I've had just 2 copies of everything, just in case I want to give one to them. All that goes back. And yeah. He now sells poison arrows at a relatively standard rate. I'm guessing the reason why he has infinite amounts before, as opposed to the other places where he only sold finite amounts. Or because before Gavlan was away from home, so he was away of his main means of restocking items. But Gavlan probably lives near the doors of Pharaohs, and as a result was able to restock perfectly fine. Oh, hey, Yurm's Warrior Gloves, Yurm Great Axe and Magics. Okay, Crystal Lizard. Just run off the edge and hit the token. Why does that never work? Anyway, that Crystal Lizard drops a decent amount of great materials. Okay, down he goes. Here, more your Great Helm, nice. Coming up is the Brightstone Cove Sildora. Funny how I just walked off the platform into the lava as opposed to sprinting off. Oh man, in this game you move slower than syrup in English, Daniel. English. Technically your second language learned and first language relatively mastered. In this game you move slower than syrup in an igloo. Well, anyway, over here at Sildora, you'll find a lot of, Eagle Warriors. Move out the way. That's fine. Heal. There are 2 marksmen around here, that's why I'm currently getting wrecked so hard. I don't know if you can get the bow that they use as a weapon drop. If you could, that would... Okay. Move out of the way of their attacks. Somehow their arrows can curve stars for some reason. Keep on doing damage to that sword, it breaks. There we go, it broke. Do the same thing with the other one. It's much easier to fight these guys one at a time when they can't snipe your ass. The good thing about the supports here is if you break them, then rest, the supports stay broken, but if you die and come back, the supports are rebuilt. So, use that to your advantage. When it comes to the Falconeer Knights, try to pull them over one at a time. There. Bring him over. They usually tend to attack in groups. If that is the case, just try your best to deal with them in a reasonable fashion. They also hit pretty damn hard. Okay, from him I got the gold falcon shield. That is good. I have the Ring of Restoration on me. I don't really need this, so I'll put on the Evil Eye Ring that there we go. And now let's just pull these bastards over one at a time. Yes, there. Well, with the Falconeers, it's much easier to get their attention if you pull them over one at a time, as opposed to trying to pull, as opposed to accidentally getting their attention all as a best to pull them over one at a time. Someone is gonna come over and get me. Or at least gonna try to. Oh, the poor thing. It doesn't seem to understand how physics work yet. Okay, there we go. Got him. Sadly, as awesome as that saber they use is, you cannot get it as an drop. How dismayed. So yeah, like I said, be sure to pull them over one at a time. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Okay. Backstep fishing is always good strategy. What's up? whistling like a bird. Is that a rallying cry that they have to get others' attention? Kind of like coded whistle. Oh, anyway. Got the attention of that guy. Running away now. Also got the attention of the marksman. Another golden falcon shield. I know that in Cinders they added a special effect to that shield where it increases your item find probability. You may notice there's sometimes one domestic swine that is completely non-hostile. The largest pigs like so the pig that is completely non-hostile, leave him alone, he's not gonna hurt you. Get him in here, it's still the nameless soldier. Up on that support there is an item, so I'm gonna break it. Ah well, it would've been nice to hold on to 16k souls, but whatever. That body contains 15 lacerating arrows, oh nice. Practically there's no upgrade to the Ring of Restoration. There's no like Ring of Restoration +1 or +2, it's just... it's literally just that. I believe those two domestic swine are still dead. I believe there's a knight up there who's gonna shoot at me. Yes. Thankfully, this shield has near perfect physical resist, so I'm not all that worried. Get over here, you piece of shit. I think once you break that wooden support on there, it's easier to just run across it. This time, I'm gonna make sure to leave Creighton alive, so that I can kill him myself. Well, Kate's alive, so who knows? If you ask me, I think the main difference is that Creighton is psychopathic and kills for compulsion, while Pate is a sociopathic and kills for sheer material gain, much like Patches does. Well, anyway, as you can see there, that chest has 2 latches, that means it's a mimic. He has been toxified. Wait for the toxicity to do its thing. I'm gonna put on the silver serpent ring in the meantime to get a few more souls from him. Nothing short of potions. Got the wisdom and dark leggings. That's good. I believe there's a way you can get out of here. Yes, you can. Great. Twinkling Titanite piece on there. I believe there was a 10 here that had some urns that can be broken. I don't think those urns have anything. I believe the message is talking about how if you are fully human, you can summon a shade to assist you, and I believe that shade is one Masterless Glencore. Anything here of use? No. Okay. When it comes to fire defense, I think the one piece of armor that has the best fire defense in the game is the armor used by the Smelter Demon, which you can buy from Malborn after you beat the Smelter Demon. I don't know how, but Malborn seems to have access to the boss armor. Well, anyway, on that body we find the soul of a nameless soldier. Up here we find 2 Sodor peasants. Brave warrior, that is good. Gosher. More Sodor peasants, they're opening up through. For whatever reason, the Sodor peasants already attack through. Good for them. This seems the camaraderie than half of the other soldiers in the area. That one immediately fell out of the level geometry and died. Sometimes these peasants drop Titanite shards, which is good if you want to farm them. When I go into this section that's like a cathedral, I need to remember to put on some... Remember to put on a torch. Just look how good archery bastards out. Pretty damn okay, all things considered, especially since I only got one. Good. Okay. I have some fire arrows and some lacerating. Fire. Fire confirmed super effective against hollows. Okay, now that's just that. I think it's here. Came out the old-fashioned way. By old-fashioned way, I mean series of sweeps. Now for this area, it is integral. Not that you're human, I selected the wrong item. It's integral that you... Is this recording my audio? Yes, it's recording my audio. Good. Okay. So, it's integral that you have a torchlight. I'm gonna light one using the flame butterfly. And then I'm gonna light the sconces in this area. Because the spiders in this area, the Ducal spiders, they can be hostile, except they won't be if you have a torchlight. You want to get the attention of a lot of them at once. There's a treasure chest that has a trap. The trap summons a red orb of light that traps all the spiders out. That's the trap. Sends out a red orb of light that gets the spiders' attention. The good thing about fighting the Ducal spiders is that if you have a torchlight, they are completely and totally non-hostile. And I don't mean in the sense that they shrink away from you like the dead monsters in the wharf. I mean in the sense that they like have literally no intention of fighting you. And they will once they all come in, as I will show you in a moment. You can see now that they have no intention of fighting. But if I come over here and light the torch, then they completely piss off and leave me alone. They even attack other things around here, like furniture, but they don't seem to attack other enemies or you without having TSIP, great. In this box, there are 20 heavy bolts, pretty good. For the boss coming up here, I'm going to... Honestly, this boss could be made a joke in multiple ways. My favorite way is to just explain the ultimate powerful mag. Here's the effigy. Oh, I did not see you there. Okay, here goes. Give me another spider in here. Attack him. No, I can't. So, and these Ducal spiders, for whatever reason, they drop an insane range of items. And way over here we have the priestess's set. Take a look at it. Priestess armor. This is a woman's robe. Customary for clerics to wear different garb depending on their set. Reason for this practice is unknown. This is a woman's set. Possibly just do for no other reason than formality. Yes. Anyway, that's it for what's in there. Anyway, Pop an Estus. This boss I heavily recommend having moderate, powerful pyramids. And I'm also going to put on the Lion Mage set because the Lion Mage set increases my spellcasting speed exponentially. So yeah. And I'm also going to put on the Clear bluestone ring +2 I got from the skeleton wards. Now it's just going to Helios Foundation. We have the Prowling Maggots of the Foundation. Fights relatively easy enough. Just a quick firestorm and then we roast these bastards. See the congregation on the town. Use the furniture in the room to your advantage. If you're behind a pew and they try to hit you, you'll just... Stop. Damn it, they got me and I died to the easiest boss. Flame Swathe would make quick work of them, so let me put that. And spell, let's get rid of this, put Flame Swathe in its place, and now let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my bow on to deal with the Sodor peasants. That's literally what they're called, by the way. Personally, I find it demeaning. I would rather they be called something like mine worker. But I can call peasants. I need to hit one. Hit the... I'm meant to hit ports on that boulder. I'm guessing that was part of the trap. So anyway, this guy's gonna come down here and try to antagonize me the moment that he notices me. He's just gonna walk over to where I am. Game's AI is weird like that. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna put on the penal handcuffs to increase the power of my pyromancy. Well, anyway. This on. Heal. Go. Peasant's long gloves, flame butterfly. Tough. Let me forget about this covetous, one of the covetous rings. Let's replace this with the ring of the evil eye so I can gain health as I kill these bastards. Ring of the evil eye, this one is... I was worried that the one that was down there can happen. Okay. Oh, that one did. I'm gonna utilize, maybe Great Fireball, guys. Normal Fireball. And yeah, I have the penal handcuffs on so that it increases the power of my pyromancies. Okay. Like before, I'm gonna run around, make a scene, get the spider's attention, and then get them all to... Get the spider's attention. Gonna light a torch, so the spiders don't come after me. Could maybe swap this out for a crossbow. Really matter what kind, as long as I can use it properly. There's spiders all over the battlefield. Oh, the building is cool, man. I suck at freehanding with this thing. Just do that. Oh, if I do that, I might as well put a bow on. Okay. Well, I have a bow on sword. Oh yeah, these two call spiders are going to be immediately hostile the moment that they see me. Case in point. Okay. Might be probably. And as I said before, one of the equipment that increases your item find chance is very good against these guys because these enemies drop a bizarre suite of items. Like over here, Mastodon Greatsword. Why the hell does a spider have a greatsword that belongs to a Mastodon warrior? The one thing that sucks about using... I mean, maybe I could try bashing them with my shield as a normal weapon. There. Spiders hit me. Hold on one moment, I need to hit the men's remote. And I am back. Let's see how I do against these bastards this time. This time I'm just gonna go for a nuclear on them. Okay, down goes the Magus, now the combination. Here's hoping I can get another copy. Hopefully these guys poised to be broken. There goes the boss. Why didn't I do that before? Cracked red eye orb, nice. Up here is one part of Bromwell. I'm going to get a hex from him, since that's really the only magic I give a shit about. But also maybe try getting Kareski's here. Problem with that is one thing that I will never understand about this weapon called the Black Witch's Staff that I will be able to find later is that it can utilize sorceries, miracles, and hexes, but for whatever reason, it can't use pyromancies when you have it equipped. Enemies have it equipped. It does utilize pyromancies. Never understand that. Anyway, use Promo Cardinal.
Yes, you, I regret together. But now, you, yes, but it now.
Also, there's a bonfire aesthetic up here, pretty good. Let's see. Priest headpiece. I don't know what kind of buff that has. So let's just go over to the person I really want, which is perhaps Floyd.
We must never.
Oh no, we must never forget him at all. Okay, now coming up is going to be Creighton 8. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to light the bonfire and rest at it. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this properly. I'm going to kill... You know what, I'm going to kill Creighton and leave Kate alive since Kate has, Neither one can be trusted, but I already have Pate's gear, so I might as well kill Creighton. New parrying dagger. Why the hell do these guys have parrying daggers? Also, these are drain light daggers. By the fact that they're wearing white for whatever reason, their is segregated by sex, and whatever I understand why. You definitely understand the color scheme, or... damn it, he got away. Well, anyway, Pate and Creighton are both fighting in here. I'm gonna kill Creighton and leave Pate alive. Because I already have Pate's sex. Yeah, Pate will sometimes, since they're both fighting each other, they're both hostile, technically, with each other. Ah, I hit Pate there. I hit Pate again. If I hit Pate a third time, I think it would be hostile with me. Okay, down he goes. Pate does not seem to be hostile anymore. And Creighton, you get Creighton's steel mask.
What misunderstanding could have caused this?
Oh, he thought that you were trying to kill him.
Well, thank you. My little pied-à-terre life. You'll find some of my treasures there. Here.
Well, anyway, the way that this works is if you kill one of them and leave the other alive, they will congratulate you for assisting them and give you the key to the Seldora settlement. Also, these are humanoids that are like part spider. I think got a pretty good set of items from. Ah, shit, I fell into. Okay, well, yeah, there's a sand pit down there. If you fall into it, it's like falling into a body of water or falling into the lava. It's an insta-kill. Well, anyway. I think Pate is still down here. The reason why I killed Creighton is because if you continue Pate's questline, Pate gives you just a complete copy of all of his gear. So, yeah. So I just thought, why don't I just kill Creighton and leave Pate alive. Okay. Okay, down goes that crystal lizard. From him we get a Titanite chunk and a petrified dragon bone. Let's see. I believe from here there's like a series of trick jumps I can do. I believe what I need to do is I need to get through there. Also, those Drain-like mages, whether they be male or female, they will do the same thing. And that same thing is that they will lob some moderately powerful. There are also spiders all over the goddamn place. Carrying dagger, nice. So when it comes to Drain Lake mages, what I recommend you do is... Okay, good. His magic seems to wear out at this distance. Okay. With the Drain Lake Hollow mages, what I recommend you do is just snipe them with an arrow, with archery. Much like their female counterparts, they will just cast normal ass homing soul arrows at you that hit pretty hard if you let them make contact. Let's see, I believe there are also basilisks around. There should be some basilisks around here, along with some red crystal lizards. The red ones should be avoided at all costs. The red ones will explode when you kill them. Oh, I got invaded by Bowman Girthy. Okay, new field. Bowman Girthy, for whatever reason, uses double avalanche. Okay. Thankfully, the double avalanche aren't really going to make that much of a difference if you have a moderately good shield or line. So with Bowman Girthy, you can make him a complete little chump. Anyway, there's a house there that has a bonfire. The way that you enter it is from above. Thankfully, Bowman Girthy is nowhere near as much of a threat if you have a decently powered shield. I have a, like with other phantoms in the area... Did he drop an one? He dropped a royal swordsman in the Vikings. Aw, I thought he was gonna drop an Avalon. Oh well. So, for that crystal lizard, I'm gonna snipe him with an arrow. Okay, and once he gets to where he stops, instead of other crystal lizards where... Oh, that time he just faded away. Well, okay, with the red crystal lizards, they were explosive. Pulls back, now I'm gonna go back here to Artifacts, and I'm gonna get some decently powered weapons from her. Later. First Walkstone in this pot.
Oh, we meet again. This, in your tongue, I create all manner of equipment. Normally, I only cater to a very select few. But my wares, I answer. I require no payment this time. My tech.
Well, anyway, much like Strayed, she can give you attacks damage to the wielder. That's the nature of the sword is unknown, even to the sinner herself. Those who choose this sword will share the burden of the sinner's misdeed. Not interested in any of those. What I am interested in are the items that Ornifex can sell. I'm interested in the composite bow. I am interested in the Murakumo. Artisan. She also sells flame butterflies. She also reinforces your equipment. Main reason why is because, as the woman said, she is a blacksmith. I'm gonna put some points into the Murakumo because it's a pretty good weapon. I have 2 large Titan shards. That base. Oh well. I'll put as many as I can in them up. And with the Partisan. The Partisan is basically a stronger... Basically the normal spear, but stronger. You can see here it is at +5. Spear +5, 160. Partisan 161 to 172. 157 to 168. Even at that paltry amount of infusion, it's still better. Okay, well anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop back over at the top and I'm going to see if I can climb up here. What the hell, you can't climb up that pillar. Well, definitely looks like something you can climb up. Anyway, I'm gonna try out the Partisan. Unlike McDuff though, let's see, 266. Yeah, Murakumo +4 is actually a pretty good weapon. Can wield it just fine. It's a curved greatsword. I honestly really love its moveset. Personally, I think that the devs with Dark Souls 3 did this weapon dirty with the changes they did to it in 3. Anyway, once you fall down this section, there's no way of getting back up, so I'm gonna have to pop an aesthetic. I mean, not an aesthetic, Homeward Bone. As for the weapons that you can get from her, I'm going to wait until I get a few more boss weapons before I... Also, you call spider there, and there's another spider up here. One thing I'm not too fond of when it comes to Murakumo is that it's a very powerful weapon. It's also a bit slow and not the most durable weapon out there, but it's good. So you do that then. Okay, now I believe what I need to do is what is this? Right down. What is down there? Right here. Oh, there's some kind down there. Maybe this is the way to the other bonfire. Let's see. Yeah, this is the way to the bonfire. Okay, that's good. So you just drop down right there and make the bonfire. Okay, from right now, you've got these hollow mages. Thankfully, with the way the terrains put together, I should be able to hit them without them being able to hit me. And yes, I can. Unless he moves away. With these hollow mages, thankfully they're much more plentiful in this area than the black hollow mages are. Well, I mean the black rogue mages in Huntsman's Cops are. And the armor that you get from them, I believe they give you similar, if not exactly the same buff as the armor that you get from the Odora mage, not Odora, as you get from the mages in Huntsman's Cops. Okay, down he goes. This guy's not one for the world either. He goes. And neither of them drop anything. That face. So I'm pretty sure this building leads to where the bonfire is. Yep, it leads right where the bonfire is. And they go. Okay, now I know where the bonfire is. The Saldor mages are also weak to Pierce, so I could utilize I could try using the Partisan against them. In fact, let's see how the Partisan compares to this thing. The Partisan... slightly weaker. Murakumo +4, Partisan +4, Partisan is slightly weaker, but I could try out the Partisan. This is a spear. And much like the normal spear, the Partisan has a sweeping attack with its heavy attack. Lock onto that spike. We do that. You got me there. Also, the bonfire that I can get to from that area where the hollow mages were, that bonfire. Wait for one, I need to climb up the stairs because those spiders are going to kill me once they get to me. Well, with that bonfire, there are a shit ton of Ducal spiders there. The Ducal spiders hit moderately hard, but they're nowhere near as much of a threat if you can space out your attacks. Only up on here, Will to Dust Group ×2, that's good. I believe Will to Dust Groups are also dropping his home. Oh, he's still alive. There we go. Or we just... I'll take out that guy. If I'm correct, his magic shouldn't be able to hit me from up here. No, it cannot. Great. Now that means I can hit him, but he can't hit me. He didn't drop anything. Okay. Let's be careful with the drop here. Marvelous. Let's deal with old man ass face down there. Let's just... None of the magic should be able to hit me from there. And now that I have an archery set on, let's take care of these dickheads. good thing about that is if I can't hit him with archery, he can't hit me with a cannon. There, down he goes. With Pate, I don't care that I left him alive. Yeah, he's a murderous jackass, but if Dark Souls 3 is any indication, both Pate and Kraven survived this double fight in the main hollow. Hey, lightning herb. Hey, lightning herb. Look carefully, be wary of the bug. Yeah, they're talking about the fact that the spiders are down there. Things biting my head. Okay. Now then, I'm gonna put on the Jester's tights. They're gonna look like ass with this on, but I don't care. Jester's tights and silver cap ring. I'm gonna put on Old Faithful, and by Old Faithful I mean fire, long sword. Drop down there. Thankfully, almost no damage taken. The spiders are gonna kill me. Let's light the bonfire before the spiders have a chance to kill me. That way, even if the spiders do kill me, I can just respawn at this bonfire. Excellent. Exactly what I wanted. That way I can just come back down here. And this area leads right next to where Ornifex is. Allowing you to explore the rest of this place at your leisure. Default spiders still hit hard though. Nowhere near as... I was gonna say nowhere near as much of a threat if you can kill. Yeah, the reason why I have my farming setup on is just to see what other kind of crazy ass weapons I can get. Let's maybe put on this. Don't know if that increases all fire magic damage that I can do, or if it just increases the power of points with fire magic, which are pyromancies. These things all go. I believe there's shiny over here. No, there's a ladder that leads back up to where those hollow mages were. I'm an idiot. Seriously, there's a ladder all the way over here that led back to the hollow mages. I'm such a dumbass. Well, anyway, if you put on the Company of Champions, this is a pretty good place to farm. Not only the Ducal Spider's weird-ass drops, but also the, also just the equipment that you can get from the hollow mages. Thankfully though, those homing cell arrows that they do can only travel in a relatively straight line, so if you strafe like that, you should be able to come out of there faster. Then, hit by that one. Heal. Against this guy. The shield crossbow is a pretty good weapon to use against these guys because since it has a metal plate that acts as a shield when you hold it out, you can guard their hits and also hold them no problem. Ah, that one dropped a shank. Let's go see what shank that one dropped. For right now, let's deal with you, Mr. Scooter. Mr. Scooter has been a bad boy. Oh, nothing. Now I don't need this. I can probably go back to something more reasonable. So yeah, items like the... I was so worried that that fall was gonna kill me. Anyway. Basilisk. I don't know if these basilisks drop the same range of Hello there, Mr. Lizard. And he fades away. Okay, well, let's see what I get from this guy. Hollow Mage's Foot. Pretty good. Now, fighters. Around a booty. Okay, so anyway, there's gonna be some more stuff to find down here, but I'm not really interested in that. So anyway, if you left either Great, Fate, or Fate alive... Also, those Eldora patients that have the spiders parasitizing them, I believe they can drop the same gear that Mulligan can drop. The Seldora... back. And right over here we have a metal lockbox. Grab the lockbox. Present Axe and Soul Vortex. Present Axe in this game behaves a lot differently than it does in Dark Souls 1 and 3, where in those games it was a halberd. In this game it is, for whatever reason, considered a great axe. I personally think halberd makes more sense for a pole-axe weapon than a great axe, but I digress. Here we have a Titanite chunk. Good. Down here we have more fossils, including Catholic. Eldora. Enemies that I like to call Eldora brute peasants. Anyway, thanks to the bonfire there that leads to Artifacts' settlement, it'll be much easier for me to like take the enemies out here. Right. Can't use bonfire shit. Alright, they're gonna get me. God, these spiders hit hard. Still one more. Yep. I think there's not even one of those ones, but I'm not. It's just good. Flagging like that. Nope. Or these spiders in here. I was gonna say I don't think they can fit through the door, but I was wrong. They can. Airing dagger. Nice. Take out these Eldora mages. Turn out they're the biggest threat compared to that basilisk. Don't be afraid to duck into a house if you need to heal. Okay, and that guy goes. Thankfully, he can't escape me, but I'm pretty sure I can get him. Yes, I can. Great. Because this huge amount of sand is blocking his, Good. He's dead, didn't drop anything. That's what you do. And I like to call the ones I possessed. Well, I don't know if they're possessed, but they're definitely parasitized by the spiders here. I like to call the parasitized ones the Lord. Okay, that happened. Yeah, that happened. I forgot to get him running in a direction before he explodes. Those two. Great scythe. Cool. Another great scythe. Awesome. I'm gonna pop that. What's my soul memory at? 1.1 minute. Okay. Spider's gonna come in. Okay. Spider got me this time. Oh man. Oh, this game's just, oh god. These spiders hit like a goddamn truck. Put armor that has some better defense. All of these make me encumbered. That one makes me encumbered. This one. Boots. There we go. I can live with this. Great sword. What is with the weird ass weapons that these enemies have in their drop charts? Hide behind the door. Knife moves. Heal. Now snipe the mage. Run across here to get the attention of all the animals here. Animals here. Yeah, right. There we go. Need to get in here. Gonna wait for the spiders to venture in. Okay. Damn it, that one got me. Always underestimate how many spiders are in here. Ugh. As long as I can keep my soul count, my soul memory before below 1. Go. Do this. Okay, the hall moves. But it moves. Scooter, there's a scooter, there's a scooter. Dodge will be able to keep the earwax out of here. Gross. I mean, hey, ceremony has its purpose. This is clean and not, you know, sanctuary. I'll get a source where you do a shit ton of poison damage. Okay, now from here I'm further enough away from his magic so that he can't hit me, but I can hit him. Okay, there we go. Ducal spider. Ducal spiders. Excuse me. What do I have in here that can heal? Yes. Oh, we should backstab these things. Basilisk. Thought I already killed him. Okay, more spiders and peasants in here. Well, look at the bright side. As I kill these enemies more and more, I'll have them. You know what? I'm just gonna sprint past everything. Light torch. Let's make sure these spiders not tracking. Hey, that's another player. Tragically, this bonfire is the only actual shortcut of where it's worth Crap. I can always farm more dragon farms at the here to keep. Because that doesn't paramount to drop them. Heal. This guy, it'll be easier to take him and the other mage out, especially from here, since the other mage can't hit me, and that one dropped me. There's yet another bandit's axe. My god, these guys are dropping them. If I climb up to up there, let's see if I can do that. One good shield to use against the mages would be the cleric's armor or the cleric's small shield, since you can spell parry with those, but not gonna. I already have this thing. Okay, down. Over here, I believe, is the exit. Let's see if I can somehow do a trick jump all the way down to... So if I'm going to do a trick jump, first thing I need to do is I need to equip the Jester's Tights. Then the Silver Cavering. Just in case I miss, I won't immediately die from the fall, and just in case I make it, I won't take damage. And oh hey, it worked. Dark branches. Whatever. Here's an Nexus Flash Shard down here. Cool. Go back to the Hexer's step. I'm gonna find the Hexer's and Jester's blood so I can get a little bit more fold from the enemies here. I think these basilisks can also drop souls like stones like the other basilisks. But I think for the basilisks that have the small eyes like these, the stones that they drop are different. I believe these guys drop strictly upgrade materials. While it's the other ones that drop Odor Robe, yeah, what I like to call the spider broods, which are the humans that have that giant spider stuck to them. They drop the Seldora set, which is the armor set worn by Moglin. So, you know. If you want a turbo farm for souls, that's an excellent way of doing so. Okay, now I can open this up. Going to pop a butterfly to the torch. Sadly, the parasitized Soldora residents are not sedated by the torch, only the spiders are. So, you know, use that to your advantage. The spiders can attack you if you have a torch. They'll literally have to pass them every time. Kind of funny when you think about it. Anyway, we've gone to this house. This leads to the upper floor where there's another spider merchant person. Open this door, he's in here. This also leads to where, Aiden Freyton's little shtick is. Could be another locked door around here. You require one of your keys. I believe this one is it. No, this one is. It was over here. You have to open. Basically, what you do is you attack this door multiple times. I'm going to heal. I'm going to utilize my pyromancies to do so. Basically, you attack that door multiple times, and as you do, it causes a huge flood of pressurized sand to just blast out after you. From there, you utilize one of the keys at this door, use the Soldora key, and then from here, you open this box. It's loaded to the brim with explosives!
Ooh, that'll leave a nice scar.
Yeah, both of these people are sadists and criminals. I just left Pate alive because I already had his gear. And over here is the locked box that they were... And in this locked box, you will find the engraved gauntlet. Fascinating item. They're a pair of gauntlets that when you wear them and attack with them, you have a chance of using... Your attacks have a chance of dealing the same amount of damage... Those resistant body sliding down. Your attacks have a chance of doing the same amount of damage as a critical hit. Well, anyway, there are tons of Soldora workers down here. If you go down to the area where those spikes are, it'll hurt you. And they'll cause, like, constant minor damage. Anyway, I'm gonna pop a torch here to light a sconce and also to sedate the spiders, because there are a ton of spiders down here. These spiders could still potentially drop a whole suite of items. Take note of that. So when you go in here, there are two doors that you can open. One that leads to where the boss is. And a Soldora through citizen. He didn't drop anything this time. And this one here that leads to a Soldora worker, who is also openly hostile towards you and wielding the pickaxe. Pickaxe is a pretty damn powerful weapon. I don't know if it's in here or if it's further down the room, but anyway. I'm just gonna light a torch and just leave most of the spiders down. spiritual is because the only enemy that will attack me here that will be really hostile will be the Brood. The reason why I call him a Sordora Broodman is because he looks like he has an egg sack on him. Thankfully, again, the spiders won't attack me if I have a shield up. So at this point, it's just getting an exterminator. Okay. See what my soul memory's at this point. I don't care. At this point, 300,000 is really the highest where I feel comfortable keeping it at. Here, good. Gonna ignore all these things. Since I'm dealing with pikemen that have with a hammer wielder, I'm going to put on a. Let's go with the art design if I can find the damn thing. Oh, there you are. I didn't see you. Well, anyway, the Seldora pikemen. Oh yeah, the spiders are not chasing after me, and some of them fell into the rocks there. The reason why it's kind of funny is because the rocks there periodically deal constant chip damage to you. Anyway, before I deal with him, I'm gonna pop a flame butterfly. Thankfully, having a spear out gives you just enough range to do damage to him before he can do damage to you. We also have the poison shield from the old iron keep on for some reason. Okay, gonna run away, gonna heal. Thankfully, the Sodora pikeman doesn't move from the building. Don't get such a truck though. He's gonna heal up as I'm gonna do the same. Thankfully the spiders aren't going to attack me at all. In this room. They're not going to attack the pikemen either for some reason, but they're definitely not going to attack me. It's so weird the way that works. It's like you're physically capable of attacking me as long as I have a torch. Because they attack other things, they just don't attack me. Maybe as a means of taming them, the Duke of Seldora trained the spiders to not attack anyone who has a light source. Because the Duke of Seldora is the one who is, like, controlling these spiders. Not controlling the spider brood, though. These people are still fully sacred. Still have full control of this. Heal. Do you. He's dead. Drops Large Titanite Shard. This guy dropped Peasant's Trousers +5. I was hoping for him to drop the pickaxe. Partisan's a pretty good weapon. You get a Partisan and infuse it with Dark. I think it actually deals more damage than the Silver Black Spear. Another moderate powerful spear you can get. It drops from the Grave Horse that you find in the, for whatever reason, the ones that are in the Urban Peak. I never understood why they're Grave Horses in Peaks, or whatever. Well, anyway, I'll show you what the Seldora set looks like in a moment. Got the robe. Should look very familiar. Defenses are horrible, but this is the clothing worn by Moldwin. There's one more bones, that's nice. No, I'm gonna pop a human effigy. Because I'm just gonna go straight to where the boss is at this point. Manhunter O'Hara, she's pretty good for this. As her name suggests, she's a huntress. Main weapon is a bow. Pretty good for this place. Okay, spider down here. As long as I have a torch on, they're not going to attack me. So anyway, I'm going to take a look around here, because I believe around here there's like a mound of mushroom. I think it's in this room here where the mushrooms are. It's locked. Anyway. So around here, there's like a mound of mushrooms that a pig eats, and underneath that mound of mushrooms, there is a pickaxe. Anyway, down here, there's going to be a lot of spiders and a lot of brood. Thankfully, as with other encounters with spiders here, if you have a torch on, if you have a torch lit, they're not going to attack you at all. Take full advantage of that. Anyway, the way that you advance further down here is you just climb down these webs. As you climb down, spiders are going to crawl around. And they would attack you, but thankfully I have a torch on, so they're not going to be able to attack me. O'Hara is going to find her own weird way of getting down here. She's pretty good for getting here. Ashen Knight, I don't know how good Ashen Knight Boyd is, but Bashful Ray is pretty damn good for taking out the boss here. He utilizes pyromancies and has daggers, which are both pretty useful against the spiders here. So yeah, Bashful Ray is pretty damn good. I don't know about Ashen Knight Boyd. Apparently with other people playing this area, they say that Ashen Knight Boyd is one of those entities that you should never summon for the boss fight here for some reason. Never understood why. He seems to be useful. Oh, I got stuck there for a minute. I believe Manhunter O'Hara also has a crossbow. A crossbow and a lot of knight bow. Basically, she's just a decked out huntress. I agree with that. I don't know about you, but a woman who knows how to use a weapon, massive. Anyway, as we continue to advance down here, you're gonna find a lot of peasants. Game's lagging like mad. I'll try to see how far I can get. This. Fighters. O'Hara seems to be holding her own. Bright Knight Shard, and I believe around here is a summon sign for Ashen or Bachelor Ray. I don't know about Ashen Knight Boyd. If I find Boyd, I'll summon him. Here is Ashen Knight Boyd, and whatever. As much as people say thou shall not, I'll summon him for the fight. Something exploded up there. I believe the summon sign for Ray is up in the right. Well, anyway. Damn it, the spider got me. Okay. Well, next time I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna kill what's her face? The boss in this area, the Dukester Freya. My PC's getting kind of hot, so I'll do that next time. Until then, I hope you guys have a good day, and goodbye.